All right, and next up we have Sarah Bermingham from Apartmate.ca, as seen on CBC, the Toronto Star, Metro News, right here in front of you. Blog TO. Hey, Sarah.
Hi, Jeff.
How's it going?
It's going well. I'm a little nervous. I haven't been this nervous in show and tell.
It is pretty much like a show and tell.
That was grade 3.
All right, so your name's Sarah Bermingham. You did not study computer science, but here you are today with a website called Apartmate.ca. What is Apartmate.ca?
Apartmate is a platform for people to find rental apartments and roommates they love coming home to. The vision is that we will do for renters what Airbnb has done for travelers, and for roommates what Match.com has done for romance.
Sounds scandalous.
I hope not.
Okay, so tell me a bit about how this idea came to you. Like, it seems like there's, a lot of folks doing this, but I think you come from a place that's authentic, and you have a clear vision of the future. Like, what was the sort of like aha moment where you're like, I need to be working on Apartmate.ca?
So the idea was kind of a slow build. I mean, I got back from living in the UK about 3 years ago, and I was apartment hunting, and I was looking for the best options. I was looking for either a one-bedroom that was, cheap and not terrible, or a roommate, or someone to partner up with, and I explored all these options at the same time, and I was having to go to different websites to do all of these different things. And then I got a job, and I just kind of thought about this idea for a long time, and I started making notes of different websites that did things well, things that weren't working, and I'm an economist, and I just also started exploring the market a bit more, and was looking at the rental situation in general and the situation that our generation is in with renting. And I just kind of thought, this is here to stay. We're going to be renting for a long time. And as a user, I think I bring a different perspective to this, but it's definitely been challenging as a non-technical person to coordinate everything.
So being a non-technical person, how did you actually get this built? Like, who's on your team?
It's been a long go. So I started last January by exploring through my network different what I needed to know, and so I started looking for designers and going through the whole art direction process, branding. Finding a developer was challenging. I ended up with Tassine, who's here today. So he built the platform. So it's been like, as it takes a village to raise a kid, it takes project spaces to build Apartmate. Dawson did design, John did poster design, Jocelyn's helped me with marketing strategy. Jess, my friend, has been helping me run the events, the roommate events, and Jeff sends me Paul Graham articles in my darkest hours of self-doubt. So it's been a real team effort, and I'm certainly, although I'm a solo founder, I certainly have not been alone in this.
Okay, so I think we should take a look at this, because I think the best way to describe sort of how Apartmate works is to take a look at it. So if I'm someone who's looking for an apartment, looking for a spot, or like a landlord that has a spot, or someone that needs a roommate, who is your user?
That's an excellent question, and that would be answered if you were to scroll down this page just a little. So I'm sort of betting the company on the fact that people are often in my situation, so they're looking for their best solution. So you could be looking for your own place, a shared place, or a roommate, maybe to partner up with, or maybe to move into your place. You could also be offering an entire place or a shared place. But the focus really for us right now, rather than going for everything, is just going to be on roommates. So we're going to be slowly building value for that in the future.
Out of curiosity, who here lives with a roommate? Show of hands. So quite a few people have roommates. And how did you... Actually, no, I can't ask this. It's not interactive. But I can tell you the way that I've found roommates has been like either just through word of mouth or people sharing on Facebook or Craigslist, Kijiji, or those the places.
I mean, your network is definitely the best spot, right? And I think a lot of this is like dating. So you're always going to be looking for someone at a party. But failing that, a lot of people are new to the city, they move for work, maybe they break up with partners. Our market is really the older end of the 20s and early 30s, because when you're in university, you have all the friends in the world, but then you start moving cities and people change, they get married, they buy their own places. So yeah, then I think you need to turn to the internet in a lot of those instances.
Okay, so I'm looking for an apartmate or an apartment, or I'm looking for a roommate. What do I do?
All right. You are going to start searching, and I'm going to take a shortcut. Uh-oh. Click. And you're going to end up on the search page. And so you can choose.
So I really only want to live in Liberty Village or Trinity Bellwoods.
We're going to select on this map Liberty Village. Trinity Bellwoods, you said, over here.
Yeah, Kensington, maybe I'd do that. I don't know. There's too much
Where's Kensington?
incense
Chinatown.
there.
I'm going to take you over here, too, because that's where my demo apartment is.
And so what did that do there? It actually refined?
So that has refined your search to these neighborhoods, and it's brought up in your search bar all the apartments that we found in those neighborhoods. You can toggle by price. You can toggle by your date of availability. You can enter your search term, or your lease term, rather. So 1 year, monthly, sublet, and more filters, which will eventually be getting much more specific. But for now, we have basement apartment, bathrooms, pet friendly. If you were looking for an entire place, you can select over here. And so this shows you all the apartments that are 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom, no roommates. You can also select a shared place. So this would be a room in an apartment with roommates. You can scroll down and see an apartment like this. This is what our layout looks like right now. And soon you will be able to see the person who lives in this apartment and details about them. We can search for a roommate as well. And we'll pull up some roommate profiles. You can see some details about the person, and very soon we'll be adding identity verification, and you'll be able to request references from within your network. You may notice the theme from another popular website here, and that's intentional. We're trying to build trust within the network that doesn't currently exist. I think a lot of guys don't realize when they go on Craigslist and Kijiji that about half of those ads have words. I was making a keyword list when we were building the database, like free rent, rent-free, in exchange, open-minded, and my favorite is nudist. There are a lot of nudists on Craigslist. And so by building trust, by establishing people's identity, by asking for references within their network, that's going to be a core offering.